Subscribe to Let's Share Solutions and press the bell icon for daily study tips, career advice and personality development videos with me, Ashwani Thakur. And today we are going to talk about how to create New Year resolutions so that we can not only make them but also achieve them. Here are 5 tips for you. Tip number 1. Start from level 1. Don't set big goals like waking up at 4 a.m., quitting something completely that you had been doing for years together. Let me share with you a very good example, a story with you. Recently, I went to a park with my 3-year-old son, and I also had a friend who was there with his family and his 3-year-old daughter. So my son and his daughter both are of same age group, and they were playing. So my friend, they played a game with their daughter, and that was they used to ask her to go to any podium, and then they used to have a shoe kept somewhere. They used to ask her to jump so that she can jump over the shoes. So it was like a good exercise. So it was a very good thing. So I said, okay, Avi is the name of my son. So I said, you also try this. So my son was there, standing over there, and he was doing this for the first time. And I kept my shoe there, and I said, jump now over the shoe, like your friend did. And we were all watching him, how he will do it. He was standing there. He was just about to jump, and then he just stepped out. And he picked up the shoe and kept it just next to him, and then he jumped over the shoe, and we all started clapping and laughing. So it was like a very funny thing. And then I thought that this is a very good message my son has given me today, because after a few days he was able to jump longer. However, that day it was the first time that he was jumping, and he knew this thing, that this is the first time I'm jumping. It does not matter what others may think. I don't care about what others are thinking. My friend who just jumped, she has been doing it for some time, so she can jump it, but I can't. So what I'll do is if I cannot achieve my goal, I will shorten my goal. Now this does not mean that you live your life that way. It just means when you start something, start small. So you can have your shoe, or you can have your goal a little bit smaller, and then start from level 1. And then obviously you can upgrade yourself slowly and steadily. Next tip is make 1 or 2 maximum resolutions. Now don't create, when someone tries to create resolution, they try to create a list of resolutions, 5 resolutions, 10 resolutions. Don't do that, because if you do that, you will get overwhelmed, and what will happen, you will get bored, you will feel you will feel tense about all the things, and even if you fail in one thing, you will be like, oh, I'm a failure, and then you would not be able to achieve any of the goals. And you will get confused. So don't get confused. Have only either 1 or 2 resolutions. Now how you can do is create maximum 2 resolutions. Now obviously there could be things that you want to change in your life. You want to create a lot of resolutions. You have that thing in your mind. So don't worry, what you can do is create maximum 2 resolutions, stick to them, work on them, and then create a level plan. What you can do is you can create a level that after 2 months, I'll take this step. After 2 months, I'll do this. After 6 months, I'll do this. So in this way, you can create a complete year map. And that also includes the first point that I shared. You can create levels. You start from level 1, and then you increase your level. So you start by, for example, you want to quit smoking. So you start not by quitting smoking, but you just start by decreasing the cigarette you smoke in a day. If you don't wake up early, start by waking up 2 hours before you wake up at the current time. So if you wake up at 10 a.m., start waking up at 8 a.m. And after 2 months or 1 month, start waking up at 7, and then slowly and steadily move on to 4 a.m. Next point, write it down. People usually forget their goals. It happens sometimes that someone made a resolution that they will not eat sweets, and then on January 20th, they go to a friend's home and they start eating. And after eating, they realize, oh, I made a resolution. I just broke my resolution, because they forgot their resolution. They did not write it. So my advice to you is that when you make a resolution, write it down on a piece of paper. And the best thing you can do is print it out or write it in a very creative way and paste it in your room somewhere. Look at it every day. And sometimes there are some goals that I don't want to share with people. So what I do is, I don't write my whole goal. I just write a part of that goal. Or I have a picture of that goal and I put it in the room, so that only I know what I want to remind myself. It's not that I'm writing my whole resolution or whole goal in my room. So that also you can do. And the next point is create an affirmation audio. This is a very important thing. It's such a vast thing, such an important thing. It's a magical thing. Creating an affirmation is, I would say, affirmation works like magic. It has worked like magic in my own life. So I'll create a full video on how to create affirmation, but here I'll give you some simple advice. What you can do is, whatever that you want to do as a resolution part, just say in present tense. Like if you want to wake up early, just say, I am so happy and grateful that I wake up at this time. Just say that. I am so happy and grateful that I wake up at this time. And by the end of this date, whatever date that you want to give, I will wake up at this time. I'll feel healthy, and in return for this, I will sleep early. Now, with affirmation, you also have to tell what are you giving in it. You just can't say that you're waking up early and you do nothing about it. To wake up early, you have to sleep early. You have to stop using your phone on bed. So whatever that you are deciding that I'll do, just say, so this is how it goes. I am so happy and grateful that I dash, whatever that your resolution is. By the end of this date, I will dash, and in return, I will do this, whatever that you are committing to do. Now, the idea that I just shared with you has been shared in several books by several speakers, motivational speakers, but initially it was suggested in a book called Think and Grow Rich. So if you want, you can buy that book. It's a very good book. You can buy it from the description below. And the fifth and the final tip I have for you is always add a replacement. Now, what does that mean? One of my friends, he decided he will quit smoking, and he was not able to do it. So I suggested him that to quit smoking, you need to add something instead of that. Because why he used to smoke was because he's a coder. He is a software engineer. He is a coder. So in that, he has to sit on a computer for hours together. And after that, when he gets tensed or when he gets stuck at somewhere, at some place, he then goes out, smokes a cigarette, and tries to get out of that zone. And then when he comes back, he felt fresh, and then he started working. That's what he used to do, and that's the reason why he started smoking. So this is what we call as a trigger point, a thing that you do which compels you to take any habit. So I asked him, instead of smoking cigarette, try black tea. So that's what he did. So whenever he had this trigger that he's stuck somewhere, he's tense, he went out and he had boiled water with a tea bag and just drank it. So what he did was he replaced, because he wanted to quit smoking, no doubt about that, and he had been trying it for long. But whenever he tried it, he was never successful, because ultimately he used to get so tense that there was no other option for him. Now he has an option. He goes for black tea. There was another person I came to know, he quit smoking by eating chickpeas. So you can try it. Whatever that you want to, if you want to get rid of an old habit, just try a replacement. Because quitting something is difficult. Replacement is easy. You can also quit the new thing also. It's not that the new thing is good, you stay with the new thing. Don't quit one habit and get into another habit. It's just that you come to know that yes, you can live without that habit. Now you can try anything new, and slowly and steadily you become you take control of your life and you don't need any habit to live life. So there you have it. So now go ahead and make that resolution. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope it helped you. With every video I produce, my goal is to increase the level of your happiness, health, and wealth. If you liked the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Also check out my Hindi channel and business channel.